You know what? It helps to unmute the mic. Thought I only had it muted here on the headset, and it was actually muted to the stream. Batting 1,000 today. All right, real quick recap. Today we're going from Vienna to, or I'm sorry, correction, Frankfurt to Vienna. Clipper flight, Pan Am, a 66. We did this a few weeks ago. As I was saying to myself while muted, it's a currency flight, basically to remain current with Pan Am Virtual. I've got plans for a longer flight with them, most likely after what I just went through today. I'm going to probably say I'd rather go back to the FMC, only because it's so much easier. I get it. Y'all love the realism of the SIVA and the LTN, but I'll be honest, it is cumbersome. Even the LTN, to the degree that you can at least put the fixed names in and not all of the different coordinates, that's a plus. I will give that to you hands down. But on some of these routes, it's unbelievable. I've got 20 fixes between Frankfurt and Vienna. And that route, folks, is, not to be complaining here, just under 400 miles. And to be honest, it didn't even include the arrival fixes, because we all know SimBrief and VATSIM never want to match up. So, but anyway, before we get too much, oh, we're back under something. Tower, looks like it came back up here. Okay, well, that's fine. We'll still plan what we plan, and hopefully they'll take what we plan. So again, we're Charlie 11, Pan Am 66, Frankfurt over to Vienna. All right, and we have just about everything ready to go here. Just while the music was playing, got the EPU fired up. A couple of things you the pilots of this fantastic 747-200. I'm here to tell you, this is probably one of the best aircraft I've seen out there. That you got to pay for. It is remarkably realistic. It is just undeniably a really good, solid aircraft. Let alone, now, like I said, here's what we're talking about when we talk about LTN. Let alone these come with the plane. You don't have to get an add-on like some aircraft, add it into the plane. However, that's done in X-Plane. In 5 years, I haven't figured out really how to place a gauge other than that plane maker. And even that I've forgotten. And you get SIVA, and I know SIVA is a payware product in some aircraft. So like, for instance, FlyJ Sims 727. Oh, the SIVA doesn't come with it. You have to have it already. So that's a big plus with this plane, that these all come with it, along with the default FMS for the Boeings. Yeah, for the Boeings, because now there is one for Airbus. But like I said, overall, what a phenomenal product. Over here's the meat of the product. And yeah, before you all send me the messages, we know they didn't have tablets back then. And by the way, you can actually get rid of that. Why you'd want to get rid of it, I haven't figured that out, because a lot of stuff worked from it. So, it's your call. You're the pilot in command. All right. So when you come in, it looks like this. You got a load calculator. Just that. Just realize load calculating. So it's going to calculate not only your load in the plane, but your fuel needed. Use those words. Both are needed. You are not loading the plane from this screen. Now, I guess you could with that instant load. I dare not touch that button. Then you come to refuel, which I bet you can't guess what that does, but I'll tell you, it fuels it. And then takes your fuel. Just always make sure to click use load data sheets or use load sheet data, sorry. Payload, same thing, use load sheet data first, then decide, do you want it instantly loaded and boarded, or do you want to wait? I chose the latter, to wait, and went with the board and load. Now the fuel, I right now only go with instant, and it comes in pretty full of fuel. So it's defueling on these shorter runs a lot of fuel. Just to be honest, and I don't know logic involved here. I guess because primarily it does fly very long routes. So, but anyway, there's a quick synopsis of the aircraft. The ground page, you can't open the cargo doors without at least ground power connected, which I think is pretty accurate of the plane. I don't think the batteries could. But I have only been around the plane once or twice. So, and I never thought to ask, hey, by the way, can you open those cargo doors on your battery or not? I just, didn't think of that. I was more interested in, can you let me fly it if I can start it? I don't know why they look at me and say, hell no. I don't get that. Oh, well. But anyway, we are ready to go basically here. What I'm going, oh, and also over here, one important thing for new users to this plane is this little checklists. It will take you through pilot or pilot first officer banter on this page, the next page, flight engineer with the flight crew going through the checks. I really recommend for the first few flights you go through this. Get used, especially if you're going to fly it a lot. Get used to it. I'm actually going through it right now and going, what did I forget? And I've already forgotten some. Just looking over the rest. Then we can go. Now, you don't have to go through this to fire it up, but you will come across issues in trying to start if you don't have certain things a certain way. So just like the real plane, I hate to break it to you folks, checklists. So, and they actually were a big thing. Jimmy Doolittle came out when I forget the Widowmaker, I can't remember, P-60? Something like that in World War II was just killing pilots left and right. Until he figured out if you do this sequence of stuff, the airplane is very flyable. And when they started doing those things, voila, they weren't making as many widows out there that the Japanese weren't. So, they were up against the Japanese. You would expect them to be what was causing the problem. No, it was actually the airplane was the problem. And that's all it took was figuring out a sequence of events so that you do those, and lo and behold, pilots were at least able to engage. Now, at that point, it's a whole different game. So, but you got to get to the engagement before you can actually do what you're spent to do as a fighter pilot. And then after starting all of that, so we'll just kind of doink and doink. We just read through here real quick. So far, so good. All right, we are set for engine start, battery power. Okay, is good. Fuel panel set. Bleed controls, we'll get those. That's what hit us one time. And air conditioning, yeah, we know about that. And okay, let's head over here. You can also look at that on the flight engineers panel. Just firing up ACARS. I'd hate for my boss to be mad at me for, why did you submit a manual? Because I forgot to push the start button on ACARS. Not a good excuse. Uh, it is because I do that way too much. All right. So let's look at the flight real quick and then we're going to get out of here. How's that sound? Real quick, Sim Toolkit. Oh, that's the overlay. How about we get the actual program? Okay, so you can see the nastiness that's out there. Oh, we're going to actually travel through a center to get there. Okay. All right, so here's the route. You can kind of see some rain dotting it all around. Real quick, again, loadout. I said loadout. There we go. 68,400 pounds. All relative here, these numbers in the top half, because on the flight planning page that we were, you're gonna adjust things as you go. And I will be right back. My wife has a phone call. All right, welcome back, folks. Sorry for that. And uh, Gag 55, thanks for the raid. Again, like I said on the message there, my wife had a business call. She works for a university with students. None of that information needs to get onto Twitch and be heard, and you know what could happen that way. So we try our best to mute anytime I hear she gets a call. But thanks for the raid. We sure appreciate it. Raiders, welcome aboard Flying with Mike. We are Flight Sim channel, X-Plane only, and I hope you enjoy. We've been in the flight sim industry for about 25, 30 years, somewhere in that ballpark. And been through a lot of Microsoft products. I have not been in Microsoft 2020 or 2024, so I don't have a full opinion on it. My opinions are just mine if I do give any. So, but anyway, welcome aboard. You've just stumbled into a flight from Frankfurt to Vienna in the Felis 747-200, flying for Pan Am Virtual. So welcome aboard, Raiders. Thank you so much for that. All right, and okay, so yeah, I see where we're at. Okay, so weather, kind of icky, kind of rainy. Very some thunder showers in the area. Winds are 140 at 6. Now we're gonna plan 1-8. I'm hoping the tower goes along with me, and if they don't, we can recover from that slightly. Um, um, Over in Vienna, we're looking at winds out of the west, 270 at 16. It's clear visibility okay for now. Rain knocking on their doorstep, so I don't think KVOC's going to be much longer. Matchmo 1242, welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. The honest question I'll give you is no, I do not know why. I can only explain when I see it for myself. Um, Let me pull Sim Toolkit down here before I totally forget. All right. So up here, earlier we were in the 30s. Now we're in the 20s. Why? This is strictly my opinion. When I have airports like Frankfurt, like London, Amsterdam, the big ones, JFK, LAX, and you add weather to it, I lose frame rates. Add traffic from VATSIM, get it heavy enough. Now, knock on wood, we flew into one whale of an event Friday, I think it was. And we seemed to do okay, but we were in different aircraft. But yeah, there are times I cannot hold frame rates with this aircraft. Don't know what the count is getting out of here right now, but yeah, it can be it can just suddenly drop, and I don't know why. Hopefully, with these updates, they'll be able to help us on the frame rate side. Um, and just so you know what I'm running, let me just get a better picture for everyone out there. I do this from time to time. Here are my graphic settings. Two things I do not use: parked aircraft, boats, and balloons. They seem to do the worst on me, but I backed off of education only because a lot of airports I think are overpopulated with trees. I could be wrong. I base it mostly off my home airport here right up the road, and it just seemed like too much. Now, there are parts where they're too much would be right, but not to the extent they did that airport. So that's why I backed out. And that helps a lot. Some of these others as well. The keys, you want to try to keep world objects maxed because that's how you see some of the, like the Eiffel Tower and stuff out there. Rendering distance could help you, but overall, I am not a computer uh, person that knows exactly where and why that happens. And also, by the way, I'm running a 5-year-old video card, NVIDIA 2080. So, had I waited a month, as one friend of mine who streams told me, I would have had a 3080. But, you know, I was in a rush. All right. Hope I answered that question there, Majmo. Welcome in. And let's get to work, shall we? Let's go ahead and, let's do a quick brief on our departure out of here. Hang on a second. Okay, that's set right. Now, the reason I turned on the traffic here, it does sometimes help me not only to know what's ahead of me, even though TCAS works on this plane, but also ATC gives me a little heads up. And if you watched us, I think the last stream or the stream before that, we touched or got into one of the centers, but they weren't yelling at us to call him. So I called him and he says, nope, you're technically outside of it. I said, okay, see ya, have a good day. All right, so let me find Frankfurter's tower frequency, 118.7. And I just realized y'all didn't see a thing I was just saying. Why? Because I didn't turn on charts. All right. So let's give this a go here. All right. So we're taking off runway. Hang on. So we're going to be taxiing down to 18. We're going to take off on the 13,000-foot runway. Believe it or not, that runway is in operation even when winds are more favoring taking off this way. Just helps them with the amount of traffic they have. But if we get into a situation where our performance is limiting us on that runway, we can always bounce to the center runway, or this one. So technically, I could even take off, and I'm not saying that too loud, but you could technically take a 747 off the other one. All right, and then we're going to fly the SULUS for Lima, which is basically straight out to Delta Fox 101, follow the route to SULUS, and then on to Vienna, which is not very much further from there, and we're going to join the BUDEX to Whiskey arrival. I am currently planning, and I dare say this too loud, runway 29, so they don't switch on me. The LTN is a bear if I have to do in-flight switching. I don't really want to. I'm going to need to look into how to do this the best way, because when I do that long transatlantic, I would like to use this to see if it's worthy, but it is going to take time in programming, and things can happen on an 8 to 10 hour transatlantic flight. Runways can change. You just never know. So I want to learn that half. And that's why that flight may actually be back on the FMC. But anyway, we'll come in BUDEX, follow the route into Nerdu, and then we'll basically wrap around for 29. Okay, and you know what? I really don't even have a clue where we're going to park here. So I am just going to put it out there somewhere right there. That's pretty much what I'm thinking. Probably right in here, because I'm pretty sure Austria runs most of that. But I think one of these two fingers I'll probably park into. All right, so there you have our brief. Let's see where we stand on getting pushed back. Okay, everything's in, switched over. The other thing you have to do with SIVA and LTN is kind of know your VORs so you can change them as you get out of range, into range, because that's how you update. All right. en route. So you keep your drift on your INS system to a minimum. That means you're on course. You're not doing an offset, which, you can actually do on an LTN. So anyway, great videos out there for you. I don't have them on my cheat sheet here. I need to put them on there. But yeah, they're great videos, not by me. The guy that does it actually does a phenomenal job. Um, I think though there's some area we all can, go and Monday night quarterback anything. So I'm just gonna say the guy did a great job. And put this over here. Just getting some screens ready to go. And for now, let me go ahead and get SkyVector up to help me for this, because it can be a little tricky. Now, the cool thing when you're trying to think what's a good VOR, it can actually be one on your route. Now, with SIVA, they always like you to hit them on an angle so they can keep you triangled all the way as far as you can take it out to sea when you do those, and then as far out to sea as you can be coming in. So that way you can be updated and more on your course. All right, so let's do it, shall we? Let's get a hold of tower here. I'm going to go ahead and put my route in here just because I got a feeling. All right, I'm going to do 1535 to start, see if that's a good one. And then, oh man, they don't make it easy, do they? 15.7 we'll put up on. We're not tracking these, by the way. We're going to let the LTN do the work for us, 7. And we'll get them into updating mode. Actually, I'm going to go a little further than Charlie. 14.9. Okay. I don't know if we're tuning any of those. We shouldn't be. We're not in the air. We'll see how that works out. All right, y'all ready to go fly? I am. I've talked too long and waited too long. Let's get tower. Let's first make sure they're the only entity here. Okay, let me double check their ATIS. Oh, great. They've already switched. I really had a feeling they were going to do that to me. Doggone it. All right, bear with me a second here. Oh, man. All right, well, you're going to get to watch how this works. Let me get centered in here. The only thing I haven't figured out with this yet. Okay, bear with me a second. Okay. The only big thing I haven't figured out yet is I can clear and all of that, but how to get this now to transmit these to the other so they're up to date as well. That I don't know. So hang on here. Now I need nerd. Okay, hang on. Let me get that out of there. There. Okay, so we're going to go Nerdu to this now, and that's going to be interesting to see how we do this. All right, so 987. Um, 987 to 985. Nine eight five, enter. 983. Okay, it's so on such a short flight, it's so much easier to just work it out here. Take the delay and clear numbers. 981. Whiskey 979. Clear. Whiskey 977. Always forget that. 977. Okay, enter. All right, whiskey 974. And I'm going to just, I'm on it. Why not? Whiskey number 973. Seven three seven two. And finally enter whiskey 971. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. Enter. And then our final will be, oh, okay. We'll be on the localizer. So now what's recommended, like if you do GPS flights or stuff like that and you're loading in your flight plans, always put your last airport in. That's what we're going to do here. So LOWW, enter. And again, I wish I knew. Whoop, 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 clear. Because when I go here to exfil from master, oh, I figured it out. Okay. Hang on. Go to slave, enter. Oh, I think I figured something out. Remote. Enter. And then we enter. And then it's going to fill those in. All right, so that was actually a good delay. All right, so sorry it's been so long on the ground here. But once this transfer is complete, we'll be ready to get, well, actually, we can get our clearance right now from clearance. All right, cross fills complete. All right, let's see here. 780.
Ocean 1235 Frankfurt Tower. Hello. Information hotel is correct. Cleared destination Kefalinia via Aniki to Lima departure. Flight plan route, initial climb 4,000 feet via Sitzquark 3565.
Clear to Lina, Kelafit, egal. Validity runway 28 on the key to Lima departure, initial climb 4,000 feet, squawk 3565, Ocean 1235.
Ocean 1235, read back correct, starter was approved.
Roger.
Lufthansa 7 Lima Juliet, continue taxi stand Victor 110 via Lima.
Continue taxi Victor 110 via Lima. Lufthansa 7 Lima Juliet.
Frankfurt Tower, Clipper 66, stand Charlie 11 with hotel. Request clearance to Vienna as filed.
Clipper 66, Frankfurt Tower, hello. I do not have a flight plan yet. Please resend.
Will do. Sorry about that. He's 100% right. I may have to disconnect.
Station calling VQ5.
Frankfurt Tower, 612 Alpha, ILS runway 25, left established. 19 miles PME.
Stand by.
Honda 5 Yankee Whiskey, request pushback.
Honda 5 Yankee. on approach. Once again, your call sign.
Swiss 122 Alpha on final, runway 27 left. 25 left, sorry.
Swiss 122 Alpha, thanks. Frankfurt Tower, hello, information hotel current. Wind 140 degrees, 7 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 25 left, Swiss 122 Alpha.
And Frankfurt Tower, Clipper 66 again. Do you have our flight plan?
4 with information, hotel request Alpha to Copenhagen.
Scandinavian 115, stand by, number 2 for clearance. Break Condor 5, Yankee Whiskey, sorry for delay, pushback is approved.
Condor 5 Yankee Whiskey, no problem, pushback approved. Preferred area or doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Alright, Condor 5 Yankee Whiskey.
Alpha Ground, Airbus 7 Cargo 513, information for the request for clearance to Leipzig.
Clipper 66, I received your flight plan, are you ready to copy?
Clipper 66, ready to copy.
Clipper 66, information hotel current, clear destination Wien via SULUS 7 Sierra SULUS 7 Sierra departure. Flight plan route, initial climb altitude 4000 feet, squawk 1000.
All right, Clipper 66 cleared to Vienna as filed. SULUS 7 departure, 4,000 initially. We'll put 1,000 in the box. We're ready to push.
Clipper 66, confirm departure route is Zulu 7 Sierra.
Zulu 7 Sierra departure for Clipper 66.
That's correct. And Clipper 66, pushback is approved.
Pushback's approved. Zulu Sierra 7 for the departure. Clipper 66. What the heck? Yeah, I know. Isn't that always a great word in the cockpit? What the heck is the Zulu?
501, taxi holding point runway 25 center via November 11, Lima 3.
November 11, Lima 3.
I have no idea which one he's putting us on.
Lufthansa 08 X-ray, we are requesting taxi as well.
Ah, SULUS. Ah, that one.
Lufthansa 08 X-ray.
How bad is that going to hurt us? Oh, it's a quick turn. Direct Amtix. Okay, so we'll plan that.
Ocean 125 stand by, call you shortly.
So at 158, we make the turn and go. Okay, cool. Got it.
Scandinavian 115.
Scandinavian 115 cleared Kastrup via Maroon 7 Fox departure, flight plan route, initial climb.
Okay, let's get this, light these firecrackers up. Very, very.
Maroon 7 Foxtrot departure, climb by Sitter 5000 and squawk 1131, Scandinavian 115.
Scandinavian 115, read back correct, startup is approved.
Oh, it's getting busy.
Crossing from your right, turning into November 11 in front of you. And behind mentioned traffic, taxi via November 11, Lima, hold short November 3.
Let me make sure. Okay, should be good to connect.
Lufthansa 08 X-ray, taxi holding point runway 25 center via November 8.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Holding point 25 center via November 8, holding short of Lima, Lufthansa 08 X-ray.
Ocean 1235, we request taxi.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Ocean 1235, stand by, call you shortly.
German Cargo 513, request Alpha clearance to Leipzig.
German Cargo 513.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Cleared to connect.
Cockpit to ground. Remove the chocks.
Ready for taxi, Lima 6.
Condor 5 Yankee Whiskey taxi holding point runway 25 center via November 5 Lima.
Shots removed.
Taxi 25 center via November 5 Lima and Lima 3 Condor 5 Yankee Whiskey. Condor 17 Tango Stand Victor 1.
Okay, get rid of that. Sorry, folks. I'm actually going to try with it this way.
Condor 17 Tango stand by, call you shortly. Lufthansa 08 X-ray, give way to Lufthansa Cargo
Now connected, French bypass still inserted, release parking brake.
Lufthansa Cargo 777, Lufthansa 07 X-ray.
Parking brake release.
Behind mentioned traffic.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engine.
Continuing after mentioned traffic via Lima and Lima 3 Lufthansa 08 X-ray. Eurowings 906, give way to Lufthansa 08 X-ray, joining Lima from your left.
Ready to start the engines.
Ready for engine start.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of the entire crew, welcome aboard the Boeing 747 Classic. We will depart shortly after we have our clearance and the cabin crew is finished with their preparations. For now, I wish you a pleasant flight, and I will be back during the flight with further flight information.
Swiss 122 Alpha, taxi via Mike 14, hold short 25 center.
Starting engine 3.
Start valve open. 20% and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
Ocean 1235, give way to the Eurowings Airbus A321, crossing from your right to your left, and thereafter taxi holding point runway 18 via Lima.
Give way to all Eurowings, then taxi via Lima, holding point 28, Ocean 1235.
Ocean 1259er, give way to the Eurowings Airbus
Starter off.
A320, crossing from right to left, then free of traffic, taxi holding point runway 18 via Lima.
Taxi holding point runway 18 via Lima.
Engine stabilized.
Behind the Eurowings and behind our company to our right.
Starting engine 4.
Yeah, please do not
Start valve open.
Yes, of course.
Condor 17 Tango, are you ready to copy your clearance?
Condor 17 Tango ready.
Condor 17 Tango information hotel current cleared Heathrow.
20% and 2.
Mike departure.
Fuel on. Light up.
Flight level 70 via SIT, squawk 2573.
Clear to Heathrow via Oboka 3 Mike departure, engine climb flight level 70 and via SIT and squawk 2573 for 1 back.
Starter off. Engine stabilized.
Cargo 513, yeah, we request for clearance again.
Starting engine 1.
My PD.
Operation complete. Please check parking brake.
German Cargo 513, ready to copy?
Parking brake set.
Yeah, I was ready.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
You don't want to give me PDC, so yeah, we're ready.
20% and 2.
Fuel
German
on.
Cargo
Light
513,
up.
information hotel is current clear, destination Leipzig via Tobak 8
Starting engine 2.
Foxtrot.
Start valve open.
Initial climb 5,000 feet via SIT. Squawk 1000.
Cleared Tobak 8 Foxtrot
Starter off.
departure, 5,000 via SIT, squawk 1,000.
20% and 2.
Fuel on. Light up.
German Cargo 513, read back correct. Brake, Lufthansa
Engine
Cargo
stabilized.
6501, wind 140 degrees 7 knots, runway 25 center, cleared for takeoff. 25 center, clear for takeoff, Lufthansa Cargo 6501. Condor 5 Yankee Whiskey behind
Okay.
departing.
All right, so we're up and going.
5 center and wait behind.
Tower is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Engine stabilized.
Ocean 1235, line up runway 18 and wait.
Line up runway 18, Ocean 1235.
Ocean 1259 now, when our company has taken off, we are fully ready when reaching.
Copied.
Tower low Condor 7 Foxtrot Lima, fully established, ILS 25 left.
Perfect. Okay,
Condor 7 Foxtrot.
real quick, let's get our numbers.
7 knots, 125
We're on a 13,100. 300, I'll call it 400. Not going to worry about that dry temperature here. Currently 24. Pressure 3003.
Ocean 1235, wind 140 degrees 7 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear take, runway 18, Ocean 1235, bye-bye.
Ocean 1259er, behind departing company, line up runway 18 and wait behind.
Better departing company will line up runway 18 behind, Ocean 1259er.
Also down, Mike 14, ready for cross, runway 25 center, sleep on 22 Alpha. Swiss 122 Alpha, taxi gate Alpha 30 via Lima, November 7, cross 25 centers approved. Gate Alpha 30 via Lima, November 7, cross runway 25 centers.
Okay, now if you don't mind, I am going to indulge myself on checklists again. Next, okay, beacons on.
Cabin crew, arms slides.
Ocean 1235, identified, monitor advisory 122.8, bye-bye.
Advisory 122.8, Ocean 1235, sounds the slow set, bye-bye.
Lufthansa Cargo 6501 identified, monitor advisory,
Flaps 10.
bye-bye. Advisory, Dankeschön, Lufthansa Cargo 6501.
All doors are closed and armed.
40 degrees 7 knots, 25 center, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff from the 25 center, Condor 5 Whiskey. Lufthansa 08 X-ray, behind departing Condor, lining up liner runway 25 center and wait behind. Behind the taking off Condor, line up and wait runway 25 center, behind Lufthansa 08 X-ray.
Frankfurt Tower, Clipper 66, ready to taxi.
Clipper 66, Squawk 1000, taxi holding point runway 18 via November 3 and Lima.
Okay, we got November 3. What was the other taxiway for Clipper 66? Sorry.
Clipper, it's November 3 and then in Lima.
November 3, Lima to the holding port 18 for Clipper 66. We should be squawking 1000.
I see you squawking 0700.
I see. I got a little zealous there. I'll get it up to 1000 for you.
Thank you.
I'm not having a good day.
Parking brake released.
All right, let's get this bird taxi in. Oh my. Ordinary Fat Man, welcome aboard. Thanks for the follow. We're going to just get out of it. We're going to blow this popsicle stand. November 3, Lima. Which one's Lima? Okay, all the way down and then over.
Taxi, Mike 8, hold short 25 center, Condor 7 Foxtrot Lima.
Oh my goodness. That's what I get for getting in a little bit of a hurry. All right, well, hopefully we'll get that second flight in. Shouldn't be too hard not to, but we'll try. Oh, he said 4,000 initially.
Confirm your inbound and wanted go to Charlie 2, gate Charlie 2. We'll go to gate Charlie 2, okay, stand by. Ocean 1259 identified, monitor advisory, 122.8, bye-bye.
Okay, 221.8, Ocean 1259, schönen Abend, take it, ciao.
Lufthansa 08 X-ray, Frankfurt, wind 140 degrees 7 knots, 25 center, cleared for takeoff. 25 cleared. 25 center, cleared for takeoff, Lufthansa 08 X-ray.
It's spreading. Oh.
Eurowings 906, behind the departing Lufthansa Airbus A380, runway 25 center. Taxi via runway 25 center. Leave 25 center on Lima 5, hold for Lima. Behind the departing A380, taxi via runway 25 center to Lima 5, hold for Lima. Eurowings 906.
Frankfurt Tower, hello, good day, Lufthansa 1769 radio check.
Why do they do that?
Lufthansa 1769, Frankfurt Tower, video 5.
Thank you, Lufthansa 1769, aircraft type Airbus A319 at gate Alpha 19, request type clearance to Budapest as filed with information hotel on board.
Lufthansa 1769, hotel is correct, cleared Budapest via Cindy 8 Sierra departure, flight plan route, initial climb altitude 4,000 feet via Sid Squawk 1000.
Great, destination Budapest via the Cindy 8 Sierra departure route, initial climb 4,000 feet, scope 1,000, Lufthansa 1769er.
Lufthansa 1769, read back correct, startups approved.
Startup approved, Lufthansa 1769, sorry.
All right.
That was Austrian 15 Delta Set Alpha 15 information hotel request Alpha to Innsbruck.
Austrian 15 Delta Frankfurt Tower, hello, in the hotel, information hotel is correct, cleared Innsbruck. Via Cindy 8 Sierra departure, flight plan route, initial climb 4,000 feet via Sid Squawk 1000.
Cleared Innsbruck, Cindy 8 Sierra departure, flight plan route via Sid 4000, squawk 1000, Austrian 15 Delta.
Austrian 15 Delta, read back correct, startup is approved.
Startup approved, 15 Delta.
Eurowings 906, continue taxi, gate Charlie 2 via November 3, straight ahead. Taxi to gate Charlie 2 via November 3, and Eurowings 906.
WhatsApp Tango, gate Victor 113, request to start.
They do a good job here. I'm here to tell you.
Sorry, confirm your request in taxi.
Negative, we are requesting push and start.
Kilian, Condor 17 had Tango, that's copy, thanks. Squawk 2573, pushback is approved, facing west.
Pushback approved, facing west and squawk 2573 for WhatsApp Tango.
Condor 7 Foxtrot Lima, cross runway 25 center, taxi stand Victor 106 via Lima.
Cross 25 center, Victor 106 via Lima, Condor 7 Foxtrot Lima.
Crazy place today. But it's always crazy here. What am I saying? And they do a magnificent job. It's just those rascally pilots giving them trouble. I tell you, man. Oh, my goodness. This is exhausting sometimes, just working through good old Frankfurt. Boy, I remember when it used to not be this busy. Oh my gosh, it has just like exploded in the last couple of years. Unbelievable the amount of people that on VATSIM through here.
Eurowings 906, it's okay. So choose Charlie 4. Charlie 4, Eurowings 906.
Okay, checklist good there, and finally we're set.
Cabin ready.
Clipper 66, confirm ready when reaching.
Clipper 66 will be ready when we get to 18.
Clipper 66, Frankfurt wind 130 degrees 5 knots, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 18, Clipper 66, thanks. Trying to get me out of here before I cause more trouble? Let's push it. All right. So here we go, folks. Final checks, icing, cabin alert, transponder, set flight scan. We'll get the body gear on the runway. Clipper 66 ready to go. You know, I always get that. Okay, good. That feeling I forgot the ACARs. I didn't. Thank goodness. All right, let's light them up.
Lufthansa 6, November 23 gun.
Captain, crew, take your seats.
Austria 15 Delta, startup and pushback approved. Area 1. Startup and push approved, Area 1, Austria 15 Delta. Frankfurt Tower 312 Alpha, information India, request IFR clearance to Zurich. Swiss 122 Alpha. Now I got your flight plan. Thanks. Information India is correct. Clear destination Zurich via Aniki to Lima departure. Flight plan route. Initial climb by altitude 4,000 feet via SID squawk 1,000. Aniki to Lima departure climbed via route 4,000 via SID and squawk 1,000 Swiss 122 Alpha. Swiss 122 Alpha, read back correct. Startup is approved. Lufthansa 1769, request push and start. Lufthansa 1769, startup and pushback approved, area 2. Pushback and startup approved, area 2, Lufthansa 1769.
Frankfurt Airline, hello, Lufthansa 275, currently 14 DME, runway 25 left.
Lufthansa 275, Frankfurt Tower, hello, information India is current, wind 1
Stabilized.
degrees 5 knots, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, clear to land with information India, Lufthansa 275.
Lufthansa 2 Lima, info India requesting IFR to Copenhagen.
Thrust set.
Scandinavian 115 request push.
Scandinavian 115, stand by. Lufthansa 2 Lima, Frankfurt information India current. Cleared Copenhagen via Maroon 8 Mike departure. Flight plan route, initial climb
Positive rate.
70, squawk
Gear up.
0633. Lufthansa 2 Lima, information India cleared Copenhagen. Maroon 7 Mike, correction 8 Mike departure. Climbing initially 71 squawk 0633. Lufthansa 2 Echo Lima, readback is correct. Startup is approved.
Gears up.
Startup approved, 2 Echo Lima. Scandinavian 115, stand by. Condor 17 Tango, report finality for taxi. Condor 17 Tango, where is the taxi? Condor 17 Tango, taxi holding point runway 25 center by November 1, Lima 1. Taxi to holding point runway 25 center by November 1 and Lima 1, square 17 Tango.
Flaps 5.
Clipper 66, identified
1000 level off.
advisory, 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8, Clipper 66. Thanks for the great ATC. Have a good one.
Thank you very much for your flight, same for you, bye-bye.
flaps up.
All right. Well, we're going to see how this works out. Okay, to get these to update, I gotta find it. Click status, click expand. How about we click status, click expand. $10,000. Okay, let me fly the airplane. Okay. All right, we are now flying the approach. Check everything out. Let's get our fuel heat on. packs are on. Everything looks good. Fuel pump's on. And we're heading on. We are going to pass through Nuremberg. That's approach. I don't know if that'll be a center or not. We'll find out. Anyway, we are on our way. Sorry for a little bit of the quietness. I try to keep myself up to date with the plane. Okay, we're good there, TRAA. And that'll be our next big hurdle. Okay, gear, landing lights, ignition, seatbelts, fuel heat, and packs are open. Next is descent. Whew. It really helps that I had everything, for the most part, set up. Now, reading the upcoming centers information, that being, I'm not sure if it's approach for the airport or what, but anyway, Vienna has us lining up for 3-4, hence the delay on the ground while I got, and I'm glad I did it then and not in flight. Oh my gosh, this would have been, oh. So, it just would have been not fun. All right, so give you an idea what we're looking at. Here's charts again. So you can see we're going to pass over Nuremberg and then drop into here. Let me get my pin board back up. Okay, so we are from Amtix. All it was, there are two departure paths off runway 18. The long way, which is what I planned, and then there's the one that he put us on, the SULUS 7 Sierra, which is, let's call it a shortcut. And we head on down. So, all in all, not a bad. So then we come up here to SULUS and work our way. Like I said, I think that's just approach. I don't think we're part of a center there. We could very well be. And if we are, they're going to have to ping me because I have no idea. Because technically I'm showing, where am I on my map? There I am. So there could be HOF, Munchkin, I am not, I'm just going to call it Munich. And if they don't like me, they don't like me. Yeah, they're going to have to buzz me because I don't know. HOF is not showing over here. Let's see. 133. Okay, so it's BBG is what he's come on as. So if we are going to get pinged, I'm going to go ahead, turn that frequency on. One, 3, 6, 1, 5. Okay, there we go. Ho, ho, ho.
3000 to level off.
München Radar Service, Lufthansa 6 Romeo Lima, passing flight level 170 for flight level 250.
Lufthansa 6 Romeo Lima, München Radar, good evening. Climb to flight level 360.
Climb to flight level 360, Lufthansa 6 Romeo Lima.
Munchen radar, Clipper 66 level, flight level 290, checking in.
Clipper 66, München Radar, good evening. Proceed direct VEMUT, Victor Echo Mike, Uniform Tango.
Headed direct VEMUT for Clipper 66. You're making me work here. Direct.
123.225, bye-bye.
Contact Bremen, 123.225, Scandinavian 682, dank u.
Okay, it looks like we're turning. Original Godspeed, welcome in. My, aren't you on the early side? But we sure appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
November Alpha Romeo, Uniform Sierra.
Direct Naros, Lufthansa 6 Romeo Lima.
Where is VEMUT? Oh, there it is. Oh, right on the edge. Okay. All right, sorry folks, trying to nail down where is this next fixed at? All right, well, we're really trying to use, they're pushing my limits today on this LTN, which is good, I need it. But man, really? All right, our updating is going well. And, you know, we totally kind of left that. Remember, I set the VORs up on the ground and then activated the updating system in flight. And you can tell we're updating because the INS updating right here, kind of lower left center of your screen there, you can see INS both green. We're well within them. So we'll probably have them a good chunk of the way in. While I'm on this area, we're looking at a 218.
Using 6 Charlie Papa, contact Langen Radar 124.730, bye-bye.
124.730, Irving 6 Charlie Papa, flight.
Airbus 4 Delta, contact Bremen Radar 123.225, bye-bye.
Was this for Airbus Industry for Delta?
From Bremen 123.225, 123.225. Chris.
All right, top of descent.
Yeah, 5 November Foxtrot, contact Langen radar 124.730. Bye-bye.
124.730, City Air, 5 November Foxtrot, bye-bye.
Okay, so after Gimbo, so Gimbo might be where I start down. Just kind of getting things squared away here. But I'm going to tell you, we had a great time on departure. They changed it, and I should have expected that and didn't. But, you know, it just basically a little shortcut out of Frankfurt onto this route. We end up at Aimtex and then proceed just to get, you know, like we would, just a longer run out. So, all right, let's enjoy what we're doing here. I mean, we are flying the Queen of the Skies. 3-man crew. The pretty boys sit up front. The guy that does all the work is this guy right here, the flight engineer. So their job, get you to the airport, hopefully the right airport, as close to on time as on time is, and realize that could be 24 hours off. Oh, did I say that out loud? No. Especially after what happened in St. Louis yesterday, I don't want to get too joking around. That was horrible what happened at Lambert yesterday. Oh, and if you haven't heard, they basically somehow, the ticket and TSA overwhelmed. I don't know how you do this, but they did it. Overwhelmed with people going out, and the line went all the way down to the main road to the airport. Now, the sucky thing is, one, it's summer, so it's hot. 2, we had a lot of rain. That's really sucky. And 3, many of them missed their flights as no-shows. Not, oh, yeah, it's ugly. And, wow. Like I said, how that's even possible is beyond my belief, but there are technically protocols in place if everything's going as it's supposed to go that weren't used. So that's all I'm going to say, because if I say much more, I could misspeak, and that's not cool. And 2, I'm not about to be one to pass the blame on where the ball fell. Just to say, thank goodness I'm not working at an airport anymore. But it was ugly yesterday at Lambert. So, yeah, some of you out there in the U.S. already know. Some of your loved ones are delayed, and hopefully they'll be able to work through it. All right, we are definitely VEMUT. All right, we should be getting handed back to Unicom. Clipper 66 copies. Unicom 122.8. Thanks for the ATC.
Bye-bye, Sam.
All right, we're back. Just getting a clip out there to YouTube. We're into soup. Go figure. It's not chicken noodle either. So we're headed to BUDEX and then Gimbo. And Gimbo, between BUDEX and Gimbo, we'll start our descent to 6,000. Take our time. Got a lot to work on here. ATC looks pretty much like it's strictly approach into Vienna. Let's see. Oh no, I show a center, but I'm not showing it on my map. That's okay. Maybe they're sectoring. Oh, I don't actually show. Well, there's approach. And there's a tower. I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. There it is. Okay. Do we have ground? No. So we're going to be running into their center here shortly. That'll be 132.16. So I'm going to set that. When you put these gizmos in here, the LTNs, I forgot the number. Let's see, 160. It becomes a bit more complex. All you have, okay, that the autopilot is controlling. Now, you, the pilot, will set the altitudes, not the LTN, and definitely not the SIVA. Basically, look at it this way. Aircraft is built SIVA. as it gets closer and closer to the FMC age, the LTN comes out. Reason being, SIVA, all your fixes were by coordinates, lat lon. LTN comes along. Not only do they increase the number of fixes you can put into 98 or something like that, but they allow you to put in fix names. So things like VEMUT, BUDEX, Gimbo that are on our route, we can type those in where you could not on SIVA. Now, we all know, but you could not put in a SID name like, well, for our SID out of there, SULUS, 7 Sierra, or BUDEX, 2 Whiskey, NURA 4, I think it's 4 November for our intermediate approach, and then that. You can't put those kinds in. But if you dig into those plates, those approach and departure plates, you can pull and put the fix names in there. You can't put altitude restrictions. Sorry, you, the pilot, control that. So we're getting one step closer to where then the FMCs and McDoos take over both your lateral, which is what we're talking about here, where the plane travels across the ground, but we do not take in the dimension of vertical. You, as the pilot, set the autopilot. Or, well, no, you can't hand fly because as soon as you move the stick, this disconnects your autopilot. You want to see a creepiness to that? Watch a Mayday episode or any of the aircraft creation of accident investigations. The Eastern Airlines, I don't want to put the airline number out there because I'll probably get it wrong, but something like 400 something. It's a terrifying one. And it led to the beginning of cockpit resource management. And then it's got some Halloween stuff to it as well. So anyway, we'll leave it at that. Go watch it if you're into that stuff. Speaking of which, guess who wants to talk to us? Vienna.
At the moment it's not possible, sorry. Wings 816 from hello identified. Wings 79 Hotel, München 1291, servus. Over to München 1291, servus. Wings 79 Hotel.
Vienna, Clipper 66 Heavy, checking in, flight level 290.
Clipper 66 Heavy, good evening, identified, and you also checked in, direct Masur.
We'll go direct Masur. Are we clear for descent?
Not yet. Do you want descent?
Negative. I just know that we need to be into our descent by then.
Autumn 1 for Zulu, descent 8,000 feet, QNH 1021. Descending 8,000, QNH 1021, Austrian 1 for Zulu.
All right, let's see if I can do this again, folks.
36 for Juliet, Unicom, goodbye. MC Unicom, sorry, 643, bye. Austrian 5 on Charlie, contact Wien, 134675, servus. 134675, danke, ciao. Condor 16902, Unicom, goodbye. Welcome to this BUDEX for service, goodbye, Condor 16902. Ciao. Austrian 45 Whiskey, contact München, frequency 134.150, servus. Wien Radar, einen schönen guten Abend. Rejet, for Juliet Victor, inbound for Aditz, flight level 390. Rejet for Juliet Victor, Wien Radar, good night, identified, direct Gorpa. Direct Alpha, 420.
And now it's 150, contact 134, 150, bye-bye. Jet 6 Lima Echo, Unicom, servus.
Unicom, Jet 6 Lima Echo, looks fine. Wings 4, Nana X-ray vacated.
Willkommen in Salzburg, stand Whiskey 7 by exit 4.
Whiskey 7, exit 4, danke, Wings 4, Nana X-ray.
Lufthansa 2 to Papa, direct Annexa, descent level 290. Lufthansa 2 to Papa, direct Annexa, flight level 290.
That's not me. I'm not a Lufthansa.
Lufthansa 2 to Papa, Wien.
Okay.
Wings
Let's...
86 uniform, please stop climb level 350, another traffic just spawned at 360.
We have already passed 340, we can maintain 350 if we want.
FM 350, please.
Okay.
Ja, Tutu Papa, Besitz Memmerkofen, bitte. Achtung, direkt Annexa, descent flight level 290.
290 and Annexa, direct, sorry.
Clipper 66, descent flight level 170.
Clipper 66 down to flight level 170.
Hotel 1 for Zulu, descent via transition to 4,000 feet, clear the left to at right, report established.
Via transition 4,000 feet, cleared ILS to at right, report established Austrian 1 for Zulu.
Okay, we're on IAS already, so we'll just maintain 310. Oh, we didn't get that frequency. Okay.
Danke, bitte jetzt mit Rate 2000 or greater.
Here we go. All right, and for the other one, let's try 113 Zeke.
Thunder 2 to Papa, report your assigned rate to Bratislava, frequency 134, decimal 475, servus.
Over Bratislava 134.
Perfect. Hopefully those hold us for a little bit.
Kein Problem, schön. Wings 7 Romeo Tango, you can state your request with Bratislava 134 475. Goodbye.
134 475, level 7, good job. Hello, Radar, Visa 1 requested with you.
Visa 1 Echo X-ray and also with you identified. Lufthansa 1 Charlie, when ready, descend level 300 to be level latest by Suben.
When ready, descend to flight level, can you say it again, please?
Flight level 300, 300 by Suben.
Flight level 300 by Suben.
Suben.
Oh, sorry, Suben, yes. General, good evening, Alexa 6 Hotel
Oh,
Romeo.
what is our
Inbound,
transition
flight
here?
level 360 with you.
6 Hotel Romeo and also with you identified, direct to Irbier.
11,000. Okay.
International 707, inbound, Arching, Flight 80.
International 707, hello identified.
Can we continue offline?
Okay.
86 uniform negative, the traffic is crossing right to left in the next 30 seconds. I will call you for climb in around 2 minutes.
Yes, we have the traffic.
Let's see. Anything showing up on us? Nope. Any weather? Nope. Let's look over here. All right, let's have it find us. We're still looking pretty good in Vienna weather-wise. Give you a quick look via Elevatech. So you can see what we kind of sort of went around. Now we're dropping to Masur here, and then we've got a zigzag into runway 34.
EDDF Frankfurt 56 Bravo Foxtrot, good evening. He's directing property as actual 3270.
Cardex 56 Bravo Foxtrot Heavy, and also we identified direct Namor.
Direct Namor, Bravo 6.
One for Zulu, clear the left to it right, report established.
Clear left to it right, report established.
I went the wrong way. Three, 339. Gonna have this one set, and I will probably put it on frequency.
6 Hotel Romeo, confirm inbound to Earbia.
Yes, direct Airbia. Well, actually, we have a small issue, but I'm about to fix it. Alex 6 Hotel Romeo. Roger.
Clipper 66, contact Wien, frequency 134,675, servus.
134.675 for Clipper 66 Heavy. Thanks. Approach Clipper 66 just about Masur through 18,000.
Clipper 66, Wien, hello, identified. Info Charlie, expect LS 34, and just confirm, are you able for RNAV in the terminal phase?
We are able, RNAV, and understand we do have Charlie and runway 34 all programmed into the LTN.
Okay, Roger, Clipper 66, proceed back to Whiskey 973, and let me know if you would have weather vectors in set.
We can take it all the way in if you want, but we're going to go direct Whiskey 973. Which one's that one? Holy crap. And approach, what was the second half? Were you wanting to vector me to 973 or?
Negative, proceed back to Whiskey 973, and the last one was just a question if you would have vectors in set.
Yeah, I just noticed where 973 is on the final approach for the runway.
Confirm.
Hang on, let's get going direct first. Oh.
Golf 51 Charlie, descent unrestricted 4,000 feet.
Descent unrestricted 4,000 feet, Austin 51 Charlie.
Okay, Clipper 66, let's make it easier for you. Turn right heading 130, vectors for LS 34.
Okay. All right, 130. We were just about to get all of it in there, but yeah, we'll go 130 for you.
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and finish up what I was doing, mainly because I need to be able to do this a lot faster. Okay, so 9, 7, 3. Okay. Now,
66, distance to touchdown 65 miles, descent flight level 120.
descending to flight level 120, Clipper 66. Some reason I had that feeling I was way below what I was supposed to be. Let's see how radar looks. We're getting some radar returns off into the north and west. Let's firm that up.
Clipper 66 to right at 10 degrees, heading 140 off.
140, Clipper 66.
Austrian 51 Charlie, turn left heading 070, descend 3000 feet.
Descend 3000 feet and turn left heading 070, Austrian 51 Charlie.
Now always make sure you're in altitude select with this plane.
1000 level
I will invariably forget. There'll be one step tier he'll have us do, and I'll forget it and blow through it. Either going up or going down or both.
Clipper 66, descend 6000 feet, QNH 1016.
QNH 10, did you say 66?
First Austrian 51 Charlie, turn left heading 010, clear the LS34.
Okay.
010, cleared LS34, Austrian 51 Charlie.
Clipper 66, descend 6000 feet, QNH 1016.
Okay. Clipper 66, that sounded better. For some reason, I thought you said 1066 on QNH. We're going down to 6,000, 1016 on the QNH. I was like, holy mackerel. 119.4 will be next. Okay, there's 11. 10. Oh, I'm at it. Okay, I never switched it. I do have something back here I need to do, or I'm going to get somebody telling me, why am I coming off with a Benz? Start bleeding off pressure. And let's go ahead and slow this pup down.
10,000.
We're going to use the rate of climb to help us.
Austrian 51 Charlie, contact Wien Tower, 123.8.
123.8, Austrian 51 Charlie, danke.
Okay, alternate altitude select, heading Back out the window. Should be getting close to seeing the airport. Maybe not in the haze. Clipper 66 out of 7,000 for 4,000. Altitude select is on. Okay, we're coming down. Any restrictions if I'd have gone the other way? 230. He wanted us at 973, so we'll slow to 230 here in a minute.
November 1744 Charlie, 10,000 feet inbound Southampton. November 1744 Charlie, wind 075, QNH 1016. 1016, November 1744 Charlie.
Thousand level off. Cabin crew, prepare for landing.
Walker T465, passing 2,400 for 5,000, Sobil 1 Charlie. Walker T465, wind 075, climb flight level 240. Climb flight level 240, Walker T465.
Approach checklist, please.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness.
Check.
070 down to 3,000, or yeah, down to 3,000. Clipper 66.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Check.
Outer brakes.
Medium.
Radio INS switches.
Radio.
Flight director computer selectors.
Check.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Altimeters.
1016. Set and cross check.
Landing data, EPR and airspeed bugs.
Set and cross check.
Seatbelts and shoulder harness. Check. Fuel panel. Check. Fuel heat. Off. EPR computer. Let's see. Go around. Cabin altitude. Check. Circuit breakers. Check. Approach checklist completed.
Clipper 66, turn left heading 010, clear to 34.
Left 010, cleared approach for ILS 34.
Wien 075, climb flight level 240.
Climb to flight level 240, Swiss 12 kilo.
November 1744 Charlie, proceed direct to Okwun, Oscar Golf, Victor, Uniform, November.
Direct Okwun, November 1744 Charlie.
Localizer alive.
Fokker 3465, contact Wien 132.160.
132.160, have a good evening, Walker 3465.
Thank you, you too.
All right. And approach Clipper 66 has the runway in sight.
Roger, Clipper 66, contact Wien Tower 123.8, bye-bye.
Over to tower 118.4, Clipper 66.
Just confirmed, frequency reads 123.8.
Huh. 123.8, Clipper 66. I don't know who he's talking about.
November 1744 Charlie, contact Budapest information 119.350.
119.350, November 1744 Charlie, thank you, bye-bye.
Vienna Tower, Clipper 66, final 34.
Cross 5000, Squawk 4604, Canada 887.
Canada 887, confirm Oscar 2 Charlie.
Stand by.
Flaps 25.
Vienna Tower, Clipper 66, 5-mile final 34.
Clipper 66, field of levels, wind 290 degrees, 2 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Clear to land 34, Clipper 66.
Vienna Tower, hello, Adrian 915, stand for
Flaps 30.
Information Delta, request for clearance to Innsbruck.
Berlin 843, contact radar 134.675, goodbye.
134.675, Berlin 843, bye-bye.
Gear down.
Hold short, Whiskey 4, Austria, Thessalonians.
Gears down. Green light. 1000.
Berlin 40 Tango, wind 290 degrees, 20 knots, runway 29, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 29, Berlin 40 Tango.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
1535, number 1.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Approaching minimums.
Landing.
Minimums.
Pull up. Pull up.
50, 40, 30, 20, 20, 50.
Tango, stand Foxtrot 122, requesting spec.
Foxtrot Tango, put through for the coast, orange line.
Push and start. Push, SR approved, orange line, quarter for Tango.
Lead for Lima Tango, contact Green Radar 134.675.
Gear up.
Green Radar 134,
And Vienna, we had to go around Clipper 66 too fast.
Clipper 6, Roger. Ready to for Victor, ready to taxi. Under 20 for Victor, taxi runway 29 via Mike. 29 via Mike, 20 for Victor. Clipper 66, contact Wien radar 1346.5, goodbye.
Localizer alive.
Indoor, schönen guten Abend aus den 18 Romeo, stand Fox 16, request push.
Don't think.
6, contact Wien radar 1346.5, goodbye.
Over to Vienna radar. Sorry about that. 13465.
675. Austin 152 for the grades 20 on Austria and 29 cleared for takeoff. And 29 cleared for takeoff, Austrian 155. UPS 62 beyond next departing Austria, Netra 20, runway 29 behind.
Flaps 5.
S320 log.
Crosshair 174, cleared Ballard for Mike transition, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight 130, Ballard for Mike transition, crosshair 174.
Approach Clipper 66 back with you. Sorry, we had to go around Vienna.
No worries, Clipper 66, hello, identified climb 5,000 feet.
Out of 3,000 for 5,000, Clipper 66.
Austin 155, passing 2,500.
Here was Austin 155, Wien identified, climb flight level 240.
Climb level 240, Austin.
Why is that spoiler?
Aberdeen 8433, speed 300 or greater.
Speed 300 or greater, Aberdeen 8433.
Aberdeen 4 Lima Tango, speed 300 or less, proceed direct Lamsey.
Speed 200, 300 or less, and direct Lamsey, Aberdeen 4 Lima Tango.
Actually, Aberdeen 4 Lima Tango, make it speed 300 exactly.
Speed
Flaps 1.
300 exactly for Aberdeen 4 Lima
1000
Tango.
level off.
And Austin 155, passing 6,000 feet direct to Lamsey, speed 300 or less.
6,000 feet direct Lamsey and speed 300 or less, Austrian 155.
Aberdeen 8433, contact Wien radar 132.160.
132.160, Aberdeen 8433, danke, servus.
Tschüss. Clipper 66, are you ready for repositioning?
We are ready to reposition. Sorry for all the work we had to do.
No worries, Clipper 66, expect ILS Zulu, runway 29,
Flaps up.
and to confirm ILS Zulu, runway 29.
ILS Zulu 29 this time. Clipper 66.
Clipper 66, correct, turn right, heading 130 let me know when you're ready for the approach.
We're ready for the approach. What was that vector?
Right turn heading 130 for Clipper 66.
Turning right 130, planning 29 Zulu for Clipper 66.
Crosshair 174, descent 9,000 feet, QNH 1016, no speed limit.
At 9,000 feet, QNH 1016, no speed restriction, crosshair 174.
109.55.
Lima Tango, contact Wien radar 132.160.
Wien radar 132.160, Airplane 4 Lima Tango, danke dir, ciao.
Tschüss.
Wien radar, hello again, UPS 62 out of Geneva.
UPS 62, Wien Servus, identified, climb flight level 240.
240, UPS 62.
Austrian 155, speed 300 exactly.
Speed 300 exactly, Austrian 155.
UPS 62, proceed direct to Renka, speed 300 or less.
Direct Renka, 300 hours, UPS 62.
Austrian 155, contact Wien radar 132.160.
132.160, Austrian 155, Servus.
Wien radar, Wizard 5 Lima Kilo, hello, passing altitude 2,500, going to 5,000.
Good evening, with Air 5 Lima Kilo, Wien identified, climb flight level 230.
Climb 230, Wizard 5 Lima Kilo.
Okay, that was fun. Let's do a go around. Now that probably, well, we'll see when we get finished up in the gate, shut down what we have for time. But, man, not my day today. All right, 109.55 is set.
Vienna radar, Wizard 5 Lima Kilo, radio track.
291 is set.
Okay, we have some problems with connection, now it's fine. Wizard 5 Lima Kilo.
And minimums 200.
Wien radar, Austrian 749.
Austrian 749, Wien Servus, identified, climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Austrian 749.
Crosshair 174, descend 4,000 feet, unrestricted, speed 250 knots.
Descend 4,000 feet, unrestricted, speed 250 knots, crosshair 174.
UPS 62, contact Wien 132.160.
Wien 132.160, UPS 62, thank you, bye-bye.
Wien radar, Servus, Austrian 7 Hotel, at flight level 150, designing flight
desert for mic transition, expect LS Zulu, runway 29er.
Cleared, desert for mic transition, cleared, ILS, runway 29 Austrian 7 Hotel.
Runway 20 for Victor, Wien 075, just confirm you're on runway heading, I think.
FM.
Roger, climb flight level 240.
Roger, climbing flight level 240, and 04 Victor.
Clipper 66, turn right heading 2, correction, yeah, turn right heading 200 and descend 3,000 feet.
Right 200 down to 3,000, Clipper 66.
20 for Victor, turn left heading 200.
Turn left 200, 204 Victor.
Austrian 7 Hotel, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1016.
Descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1016, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Austrian 749, proceed back to Stein.
Track Stein, Austrian 749.
Liner 20 for Victor, proceed direct to Rupert.
Roger, proceed to Rupert, 04 Victor.
Flaps 1. Flaps 5.
Austrian 7 Hotel, speed 250 knots or less.
250 knots or less, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Cabin ready.
And Austrian 7 Hotel, proceed direct Whiskey 952.
Proceed direct Whiskey 965, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Negative, direct Whiskey 952.
Direct Whiskey 952, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Clipper 66, tell right
Flaps
heading
10.
260, cleared LS Zulu to 9er.
Left 260, cleared for the ILS 29er Zulu.
Just confirm it's a right turn.
Ah, that's right. Right turn 260. It's not a good night. Oh. Oh my goodness. Sorry folks for the quietness. It's been one of those flights. We've all had them.
Austrian 749, contact Budapest 120.375.
Budapest 120.375, Austrian 749.
Liner 20 for Victor, contact Wien 132.160.
132.160 and 204 Victor, thank you.
Localizer alive. Gear down.
Clipper 66, speed 160 knots or greater, maintain until 5 miles final.
160 or greater for at least 5 miles out. Clipper 66 Heavy, we do have the runway.
Roger.
Gears down. Green light.
And left heading 020, speed 220 knots, descend 3,000 feet.
Flaps 20.
Go climbing 1,000 follow.
About lock, just confirm, crosshair 174, left 020, 3,000 feet, and speed 220 knots.
Climb 220 knots, heading 020 and descend 3,000 feet, crosshair 174.
Thank you. Condor 4, Tango Wien 075, climb flight level 230.
Condor 4 Tango, climbing flight level 230.
I just confirmed, climb flight level 230.
Flight level 230.
Flaps
Flaps 25.
Contact tower 119.4.
119.4, Clipper 66. Tower Clipper 66, about a 5-mile final, 29 on the ILS Zulu.
Clipper 66, wind tower service to departure side.
Could you repeat for Clipper 66?
Clipper 66, continue approach.
Oh, okay. All right, I thought I heard something else. Okay, thank you. Cleared or continue the approach for Clipper 66.
Austria 915, contact Wien radar 134.675, goodbye. 134.675, Austria 915.
Flaps 30.
Air Canada 887 request taxi. Air Canada 887, call back shortly. Austria 18 Romeo, can exchange 1017, the wind 280 degrees, 18 knots, runway 29 cleared for takeoff. QNH 1017, 29 cleared for takeoff, Austria 18 Romeo. Canada 887, taxi runway 29 by Mike, can exchange 1017. Taxi 29 via Mike, QNH 1017, Air Canada 887.
Don't sink. Don't sink.
Looks like we got a clear runway.
500.
Speed's much better.
Clipper 66, wind 280 degrees, 18 knots, runway 29 cleared to land.
Cleared to land, 29, Clipper 66.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Contact Wien radar 134.6.7. 134.6.5, Austrian 18 Romeo, wieder an. Tower, good evening, crosshair 174 with you, 6 mile final.
50, 40, 30, 20,
continue wind 280 degrees, 18 knots.
10. Check reverse.
And Vienna Tower, buonasera.
Auto brake off.
599 requesting IFR clearance.
Austria 599, details also information Foxtrot, jet destination,
Out off reverse.
Charlie departure, destination 5,000 feet, smoke 4615,
60 knots.
1017.
Austria 599, can you repeat the runway and departure, please?
Austria 599, runway 29 and let 1 reach on the departure.
Can you repeat the departure again, please?
By the Foxtrot, Charlie departure and runway 29, that's in the taxi. Crosshair 174, winds 280 degrees, 18 knots, runway 29 clear to land. 29, runway 29, crosshair 174.
Clipper 66, clear Alpha 9.
Clipper 66, cooperation, right on Mike to gate Charlie 36.
Right on Mike, Charlie 6 for Clipper 66.
Correction, gate Charlie 36.
Charlie 36, Clipper 66.
Ja, servus Austrian 7 Hotel established, ILS runway 29.
Austria Continue.
Continue, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Flaps up.
Canada EDDF 2 double side, expect 5 minutes off.
Roger, Roger works at delay Air Canada 7. Austrian 7 Hotel, short final run at 29er.
Austrian Hotel, clear to land runway 29er, 28 for the guests, 1 minutes.
Clear to land runway 29er, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Canada EDDF 7, out of runway 29er.
Line up runway 29 Air Canada 887.
Charlie 33, by Mike.
Charlie 33, near Mike,
Parking brake set. Parking brake released.
Check to the gate Foxtrot 16, Mike, Whiskey and Orange Line.
Active gate Foxtrot 16, Mike, Whiskey and Orange Line, Austrian 7 Hotel.
Canada EDDF 7, range 28 for the guests, 18 knots, runway 29 clear for takeoff.
Runway 29 clear for takeoff, Air Canada 287.
Cockpit to ground. Put the chocks on.
Chocks are on.
Okay, let's see.
Cockpit to ground. Connect ground power.
Ground power connected.
Cabin crew, disarm slides. Cabin crew, doors may be opened.
All right, a little quieter out here. Holy mackerel. All right, well, that turned into a interesting flight, to say the least. Yeah. All right. So again, my apologies. Horrible setup I did myself on that approach. And that's hence the go around. So let me just get up here and we'll start deplaning and unloading and come up here. Beacons coming off. Few more checks to do. All right, after landing, we did all of that. Okay, just making sure. Okay, trim 7. Spoilers, outflow valves, F cargo heat off. I don't think I got that one. There we go.
After landing checklist.
Brake pressure.
Check.
Body gear steering.
Arm.
Auto brakes.
Off.
Ignition.
Hold on. Off.
Engine and wing anti-ice.
Off.
Radar and transponder.
Standby.
Flaps.
Up.
Spoilers.
Down.
Stabilizer trim.
7 units.
Outflow valves. Open. Pressurization mode selector. Manual. Aft cargo heat. Off. APU. Check. Checklist completed.
All right. I'm going to get to something here real quick. Then we'll check our flights here. Let's get this last one.
All right, secure cockpit checklist.
Brakes.
Damn.
INS.
Align.
Probe and window heat.
Off.
Back valves. Check. Fuel boost pumps. This. Off. Reserve tank valves. Closed. Hydraulic panel. Check. Oxygen. Check. Flight recorder. Off.
All right. Oh, well, you know what? We'll just go through it all.
Austria 599 requesting push and start.
Slot 599 push us approved, face east.
Face east, Austria 599.
Okay, and we'll just go ahead and continue.
Emergency lights. Off. Radar. Off.
INS. Off. Radio switches. Off.
Checklist completed.
All right, and as we pan back out, it is starting to get dark real time here. Yeah, once the cargo loads, when you do it that way, it closes the doors. You have to use the load or, hang on, I'll just show you. So when you're in payload, you have to board and load, or just hit load. Once you're at the 30,000 point loaded, they close. Vice versa, when you get them open to unload, same thing, when they're unloaded, it'll close. All right, and they're still depainting. They're down to 41 people. Oh well, we're not worried too much about that. What we are worried about is that was not one of my better ones, but we had a good flight. We did have to do the go around, so I'm kind of curious how that's gonna, how that'll look in here. I'm kind of curious. Anyway, according to the ACAR system, 191 feet a minute. Now, if you'll just give me 1 second, I am actually gonna head over to it, hit my dashboard, and see what we got. Did they say no points? What? Why did I not get any points? Interesting. Oh, I did get points. Okay. I was gonna say, why didn't I get any points? It's 55 points. All right. Okay, cool. I was like, what? Oh, so we got that. It was a fairly, oh, I didn't have to do that. Hang on. Okay, now I have come off VATSIM, a couple of reasons. You saw we had turned the radio switch off anyway, so we're off VATSIM. All right, so let's recap this interested day. And look to, can we fly to Dallas? That's the next flight, by the way, if you didn't know. All right, so Pan Am 66 is on the ground in Vienna. Obviously, we're not going to see anybody if this place was overloaded because we're offline. Now, let's look at Elevatec and see how we recorded there. So you can see our flight. You can see the go-around. Took us a little bit to get her to play nice and get on course. Actually, it wasn't too bad, but we just couldn't get her to, if for some reason, was not wanting to slow down. So I'm glad we did the go-around. Came around. It's been a while since that's happened. I think I know part of it, and I'm not certain what I did wrong, other than kept the plane up too fast, too long. All right, so let's complete the flight. Look at flights. Okay, so for the final landing, 194, 136 knots, less than a G. We did that part right. That's all you get, though, with programs like this, Volanta, and others. Sorry. Now, to some of you, that's great. Me, where did I actually touch down on that runway without having to do the replay? Here's how you do that. Let's get rid of this one. There's a free, just like this is, free before. Now, Volanta actually has a lot of payware in it, but Sim Toolkit has 0 payware that I am aware of. That's because somebody forgot. Okay, here we go. Both our landings, 305, 321. It's not bad. At least we're consistent. Great job, by the way, by our tower operator in Frankfurt. Great job with that traffic. Great job. Here in the land of Vienna, also a great job from center all the way down. Just that wascally pilot just being wascally. So let's complete it. Now, here's where we're going to diverge from the others. The first half of this will look very similar. And you're going to say, whoopee-doo. But this goes a little deeper for those of us that try to improve. So this has us at 1.9 Gs instead of 0.9. Sim Toolkit can be a lot harder on you. Hit the full landing report. Yeah, you don't get a full landing report with the others. And I know I landed long, just so you know. That's why I wanted to see it. Oh, this is the first one. Okay, let's see. Now, I could have gotten this plane stopped with, 5,000 feet of runway to go. We're on the center line, but the plane was not responsive. So we pushed it back into the air and we came in this way. I'm thinking we touched down about right here. Now, whether we were on the center line or not, debatable, because we'd have to rewind it. I really don't want to do that with a second flight. So you can see we're outside the landing zone, go around territory. Secondly, couldn't get the plane to brake, go around. And it was actually very fast. Our touchdown 180 should have been around 150. So all reasons to go around right there. So that's what happened. All right, so I hope you enjoyed. The LTN is an interesting animal that needs a lot more practice on my part, a lot more work, but keys to it. I'll give you the highlight here, and I'm working up a checklist that I may make available on my Discord channel. The big takeaways with it, just like SIVA, technically just like your INS alignments in any aircraft, be it FMC or SIVAs. Establish either ground power or APU before the alignment process starts. Critical. You don't want to switch, and make sure it's a stable one, not a battery, because batteries can go poof. So ground power or APU. Now we all know ground power can be a little squirrely too, but it's a lot rarer than batteries running out of a charge. So you don't want to switch from ground power to APU. You can fire the APU up minus the Airbuses. Reason being, we know they auto connect, except for the A350 that I've been flying with Flight Factor. That one, you got to actually connect it. But if it auto connects, you're going to have to hold off on the APU till the alignment's over. And that's something I think I may try to incorporate more and more into other flights. Okay, the other one is in this plane. I don't know if I really went into this. Radio master bus up here, upper right-hand corner. Both of those switches on. And then when you're ready for the alignment, move each one of your INS switches up here to nav. Move each one to nav. It's going to take anywhere from, and I need to put that in here. Okay, so that's something I need to add too. I think it's 10 minutes, 15 minutes to align. So during that process, you can begin entering your, entering your flight plan. So starting your waypoints in there. Now with the LTN, you can put them in. As we said a couple times in the flight, I'll reiterate one more time here. You can put them in by lat lon, if you have it. Good luck. By fix name, and some of our fixes today were like SULUS, Linux, Nerdu, and so forth. You can put them in by name. You just type it out, enter. Now, let's look at that box real quick. Now, you're not seeing any data. They're off. AN is alpha numeric. Clear and enter. Okay. In order to use waypoint or north, west, east, south, got to be on numeric. Alpha is the others, including if you want to go to position or leg, you got to be on numeric. It bugs me half the time because I forget. We had a couple of fixes out of Frankfurt, DF101, DF102. Oh, when I was entering them, I would just go Delta, Fox, 1, or ones, and it's putting in Echo. 0 would go in 1 Echo. I'm like, oh. It is, till you get used to it. It can be frustrating. So, but once you get used to it, it's okay. You cannot put in airways. You cannot put in SID names or star names. All the fixes according in there, you can put in by each individual fix name up to 98 or 99 fixes. And you can use airports as a fix if you overfly one. 9 out of 10 times a commercial dispatched airline flight is not going to have you with an airport as a fix. It could, but it won't usually. And I probably have a dispatcher yelling at me, yes, I can. I don't know, because he does that for a living. But that's the basics to this. The other key to INS flying, that is SEVA or LTN, the box can only take care of your lateral navigation, LNAV, that we're used to with the next generation aircraft. You, the pilot, control the vertical. So when they tell you an altitude, or your star or SID have restraints, you got to follow them. You, not the LTN, will not have it. Now, when they went to the next level and brought the FMCs and the McDoos online, then vertical navigation entered the game. All right, so it's really a good system. There's problems with it, but folks, this is at the beginning of the jet. We're in the jet age at this point, and it just got better and better and better for us. And now we have those great things called McDoos and FMSs that make life so much easier, because you can do a lot of those things you only wish you could have here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this foray. It was an interesting one, from Frankfurt to Vienna as the sun goes down here. Oh, nice shot from the tower. So let's we're not going to see anybody. Oh, there is an airplane in there. I thought they didn't draw any. That's what we get for thinking. Oh, look, the weather. What's the weather in the tower? So hang on a second, folks. All right, sorry, folks. We got a couple things. We're dog sitting for my daughter, and it's generating issues where my other daughter, who's watching the dog, it's generating some conflicts, but that's okay. We'll work through them. But yeah, don't you like that weather station inside the control tower? Let me guess. The temperature is a warm, balmy 68 degrees with a light wind. Oh no, the wind just went way haywire somehow. The air conditioning must have kicked on. So anyway, that's kind of funny. Oh well. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna YouTube. We're gonna have to say goodbye to you right now. We're going to put this video up for you here shortly. Twitch fans and such, hang tight. We are gonna switch gears for our second flight. I hope to remember to hit the start record button, YouTube, so you can enjoy this one. I'm kind of glad you didn't get on the last one because we had a lot of problems, more so than what you saw here. It was really tough, but that's okay. So stand by. Give me about 3 to 4 minutes there, Twitch. We'll be back, and we'll work through the next flight and be ready to bring it on with YouTube. So stand by. Give me 4 minutes.